Well, I thought I would talk about a couple ideas of how to landscape your yard. I bought a property that was extremely wooded, and I had to remove about 40 trees to kind of open it up because it was just completely overgrown, didn't have a driveway or anything. And in fact, I'll give you an idea over here. See my neighbor's yard? It's hard to even see his house because it was completely overgrown. And what I've done is I've opened it up by removing all the trees and then been able to get my driveway put in. But the other feature I did just this year is we put in these retaining wall blocks and built beds. So up here I have a number of roses. These are called knockout roses. Kind of did the same thing around our mailbox and just going up the driveway. So you can see over here I've got some Gerber daisies. I like using the black mulch where the flowers are and the red on the outside. The black seems to really highlight the colors of the flowers. Over here, this is a camellia. This thing gets humongous. These can get about 10 feet wide and about 20 feet tall. We had some rain over the last couple days. Clean this out. But I probably won't get any blooms on these till next spring. I think they're primarily a spring blooming flower. And then over here we planted up and down the driveway azaleas. Now the ones with the single azalea plants, these are just the standard azaleas. These get about 4 feet tall and they bloom I think primarily just one time. But in the three batches, these are miniature azaleas and they're the encore, so they tend to bloom from spring all the way through fall. Now, you know, when you first plant them, depends on the type of fertilizer and everything you use, but it'll probably take several months before these things will actually get into that proper habit of blooming. But I don't know if it's a type of shock. They look really healthy. They're doing excellent. They've been in the ground about 2 months now. They were full bloom when I bought them. As you can see on this other side, I just kind of went all the way down. And then I've got like a little center island here. I'm probably going to have to redo this. It just gets too shady when the leaves come out. And so I'll pull out these bulbs. I did get a rodedendrum and set it in here, but I just don't think it's happy because it's just way too shady. So I'll move it over there towards where some of my garden stuff is, and it's a lot more sun that it'll get. Anyways, I just kind of taken this theme all the way down on both sides. I do have one more camellia right here on the end because I thought that would look good to give some good tall flowering type tree. And I'm trying to work my way down. I'll eventually have something over here by my wood racks and everything, but firewood racks. You see I planted another azalea. And then I have my raised beds down this side of the house. This was almost like a useless area, and so now I've made it to where we can actually have, see Buddy, he's like following along with me. He's such a sweet dog. He's 12 years old this year. It's about 100 in people years. Very good dog. But my garden's, you know, cabbage and Brussels sprouts and collard greens. I got something burrowing in here, probably a chipmunk, so we're trying to see if we can't get that under control. Blackberries, lettuce, miniature blueberries, raspberries. But the feature here more than anything is looking at these raised beds. I'm going to keep going down the hill. I got probably 2 more beds I got to put in, but you can get an idea how they look. So I think this is a really good landscaping idea for like a sloped yard. It all seems to work, tie in nicely to the features we had of our house. And the beds are large. This is about 8 feet by 16 feet. So carrots and beets And then down here are asparagus, 21 plants of asparagus in there. So we'll see how they come out, but so far everything's really thrived with the dirt that I've gotten. And each one of those lower beds took about 3 yards of dirt. Even though I used the hugelkultur, I took some of my split wood that I had back there and put in the deeper part of the bed. So that'll break down and just save me buying more dirt. But anyways, hope you enjoyed the video.